Right, hello everyone. So I haven't done this event yet, so let's just get into it.
Ah, don't you worry, Jack Attack. We'll find that dog, even if it's hiding in Tenshukaku.
Itto, it's just a myth.
Whoa,
Oh
compadre! And PAIMON!
This guy is voiced by, what was his name? Marco Meatball, wasn't it? Yeah. Yeah, I just recognise that voice straight away.
You finally made it! Oh man, have I missed you guys. Oh, yeah, and this is Dvorak, a musician from Fontaine. Jack Attack, you know these two, right?
Hey, Mr. Dvorak, it's you!
It's so wonderful to see you both again. I feel like that lantern rite was just yesterday. How have you been?
Oh, it's so weird
Pretty
hearing his
good.
voice.
So how did you end up hanging around with Itto? Is he helping you with the iridescence tour now?
Oh, you better believe it, Mini Melon. But that's only half the story. This is no ordinary iridescence tour. Me and Jack Attack are teaming up to turn this into the iridescent Arataki Rockin' for Life Tour de Force of Awesomeness.
Rockin' for life? What do you know about rock and roll, bullchucker?
Huh? What, you never heard a bull chucker rock before? Moo, moo, moo!
Camera shaking as well, it's amazing.
Don't try and understand it, Mini Melon, it'll melt your mind. It's about letting loose. Come on, give us some lavender melon rock.
Okay, speak for yourself, mister. Sounds like you're the one whose mind is melting.
Just a local legend I heard about. Apparently there was a war between the islands of Narukami and Watatsumi not too long ago.
Such a waste. When will people learn?
A tragedy to be sure. Countless animals were affected by the fallout.
Fair point. The animals didn't deserve that. But, not to downplay it or anything, but didn't even worse stuff happen than that?
In the eyes of a rocker, all living things are equally important.
No, the story goes that this dog was something like a ninkin. It would show up out of nowhere in the middle of a battle to rescue the injured animals and take them to safety.
Well, I swear we've seen that dog
Rock and
before.
roll to the rescue! A king among canines! Woo! There'll always be a place for him in the Arataki gang.
In Rito, I was actually there while the war was going on. It inspired me to write a song about it. I was even planning to host a music festival around the same theme, but unfortunately, I couldn't convince my investors.
No, yeah, isn't that the dog from where Toma lives or whatever it was? Like that, was it a restaurant or something?
Oh, yeah. I heard all about that. They claimed they had to cancel their plans because of an accident at sea, but that was just a lame excuse.
Yes, they weren't optimistic about the potential return on investment.
What kind of risks?
Good question. Risks only apparent to people with mora to throw around, I suppose.
I agree. When people have too much mora, they lose their rock and roll spirit.
They do, huh? So what do you mean by rock and roll spirit anyway?
You know, the spirit of, you rock up, rock out, roll the dice, and roll with the punches. And that sort of stuff.
Huh. By that definition, aren't the investors the most rock and roll people in this scenario?
Anyway, point is, those chumps are out, and Arataki Itto is in.
Oh, yeah, right! How are you gonna fill in for the investors? Do you even have any more?
Yeah, fair point
I
there.
have faith in Itto. He tells me that the Arataki gang is a small but well-known and influential organization in this area, and has even been known to rub shoulders with the local authorities. Isn't that right?
Rub shoulders is putting it mildly. More like they're always locking horns.
Hey, don't look down your nose at the Arataki gang. I got connections, all right? Even the Tri Commission listens to what I have to say.
Wait, what's that?
Okay, Mr. Big Shot, whatever you say.
You can doubt it all you want, Mini Melon, but it's the truth. You know that guy in the Yashiro Commission? Well, he and I are officially bros. That's right. I'm talking about Toma, housekeeper
right.
extraordinaire. And there's the general from the Tenryo Commission, Kujo Tengu. I mean, sure, we're always ribbing each other, but it comes from a place of deep mutual respect.
Mutual? Yeah, Paimon's not so sure about that.
Okay, fair. No first-name contacts there. But the Arataki gang is a big contributor to the revenue stream. All those...
Fines?
Oh, no! I mean the taxes. Yeah. But that's not all. Let's not forget my contacts outside of the Tri-Commission, huh? Amazing, talented people from all walks of life. Like the TCG legend, Itto. Oh, yeah. He's made quite a name for himself in the TCG circles.
Wait, does he not realize?
In fact, they got a saying now. Itto of the South, Itto of the North.
Does he not realize he's
That's
part
right.
of one of those
I'm the only
commissions?
serious competition he's got in all of Inazuma.
Did you make that saying up?
Then there's the Fox Lady, VIP customer of Yukio's ramen stall and fellow participant in the Ramen Masters Championship. Also, you know that lonely god in Tenchukaku? Well, guess what? Turns out it was her lifelong wish to catch one of Arataki Itto's events. During the Drum-Along Festival, the Tenryo Commission were worried that their almighty shogun might have too much fun and lose interest in running the government.
Wow, look at you! Sounds like you're really going up in the world. At this rate, you'll have made Shogun by the next time we see you. And
Well, I'll admit I heard a few exaggerations there myself, but regardless, Itto has helped me secure a venue for this event, and for that, I owe him my thanks.
It's nothing. Don't mention it. My bro Goro sorted it all out for me. Let's both go thank him later.
wait, you know Goro?
Yup, I always knew him as General Goro of the Resistance Fighters, but I had no idea there was more to the story. Turns out,
Oh
he has
no.
another identity.
Oh no.
You've heard of
Oh,
Miss
dear.
Hina, right?
Miss Hina, so you...
Hey, no need to yell, all right? Yes, Miss Hina. She's the one who told me.
But then, yeah, doesn't
After
realize
falling
that's.
for the Tenryo Commission's tricks at the Drum-Along Festival, I figured I'd find a new location this time, somewhere. So I wrote Miss Hina a letter,
Oh,
asking if she
God.
knew anything about the procedure for holding an event on Watatsumi Island. She wrote me back right away and said I could ask Watatsumi Island's general for help, and that his name was Goro. I was like, what? General Goro is the general of all Watatsumi Island?
That was close. Paimon's with you now, but what did you think general meant?
What do you mean? Isn't it like one general per squad or something?
That's called a captain.
Really? Huh. Well, either way, if it wasn't for Miss Hina, I never would have known. Pretty rock and roll, huh?
Surprised PAIMON knows that, to be honest. Thought she'd be as smart as Itto here. That face.
All right. Good chat, compadre. I just remembered I got a meeting with Goro coming up. Gonna ask him about that dog situation. You guys focus on having a blast here at the festival. There's still a few days left until the big party, so not everything's set up yet. But, the jam zone and the roasted lavender melon zone are ready for action. Have fun, compadre. Gotta dash.
What a character. Gotta admire his enthusiasm, though. Well, it looks like it's just the three of us for now. Why don't I show you the jam zone to start with? Here we are. I've supplied musical scores and instruments from various regions, including a horn I personally brought from Fontaine. If you get tired, the roasted lavender melon zone is just over there. Itto says that lavender melons are rock and roll fuel.
Hey, cut that out! Oh, lucky Itto's gone, otherwise Paimon would never hear the end of it. Let's change the topic.
Well, we're planning to invite some more music enthusiasts, and we're still getting some supplies together, so we can decorate the place a little. But it could take some time. The Arataki gang has shifted their focus to the dog situation ever since I brought it up. Only one of them is actually sticking to the plan. Her name is Kuki Shinobu.
Of course.
She's out delivering invitations right now.
Yep, that's the Arataki gang for ya. Everyone else goofs around while Shinobu gets things done. We should help out. We can't let this event get totally derailed when Shinobu's out there doing her part.
Oh, I mean, are you sure? That would be extremely useful.
No problem. We're happy to help. So you need us to find some music lovers and gather materials for decorating. Was that it?
Exactly. According to the original plan, we aim to finish everything in 5 days, and then the big party can begin. Actually, give me a second. I'll make you a checklist of all the outstanding tasks. That way it'll all be clearer. Oh, also, one other tidbit to share with you. Itto is planning to perform a song on stage on the final day of the event.
Oh dear.
Ugh, typical bullchucker always has to be the center of attention. Oh, PAIMON would steal the show for sure! No one would give Itto a second look after that! Pretty sure he'd yell out, "PAIMON's so rock and roll it hurts!" And then he'd run off the stage, bawling his eyes out.
Those are some bold claims, Miss PAIMON, but that kind of confidence would serve you well on the stage.
Ah, PAIMON's just kidding. Anyway, we'll be ready for that checklist as soon as it's done, Mr. Dvorak.
Great. Feel free to take a look around.
Well, well, well. If it isn't the Traveler and PAIMON.
Wow, Shinobu and Heizo! What a surprise!
This truly is a pleasant surprise. Although, not that surprising, to be honest.
Doshin Shikanoin was talking about you constantly the whole way here. I guess the universe answered his
Who?
prayers.
What?
It's called intuition. Names pop into my head at relevant moments.
What was the
just the way
Dokin
my mind
part?
works.
So I'm guessing, yeah, she said she could know him, but okay then.
PAIMON sure wasn't expecting Heizo to be the first one to show up.
Boss nagged me to prioritize the Tenryo Commission invitations. He specifically requested Madame Kujo Sara and Doshin Shikanoin.
Yeah, Doshin.
So why isn't
Oh, is
Sara
that maybe
here?
his parent or something?
Almost certainly because she has no desire whatsoever to see Itto. In her defense, here's what was written on the invitation letter. Kujo Tengu, come meet me at the top of the Sangonomiya Shrine. Let's go nuts and have a totally rock and roll sumo wrestling match.
If I were Kujo Sara, I'd jump at the chance to throw Itto off the roof.
But then wouldn't Kokomi come and throw Sara off too? All that stomping around on her roof, the noise would drive her crazy.
Yeah. Well, anyway, Madame Kujo Sara's response was much more magnanimous than mine would have been. She gave us a basket of lavender melons to bring as a gift.
Magnanimous? I'm not so sure. Something tells me she's trying to send a message.
What message?
If that Oni brat wants to pick a fight with me, there will be plenty of lavender melons waiting for him at the police station.
Maybe the fact you assume that says more about you than her. So what about the other basket of lavender melons, huh? Is that one from you? What message are you trying to send?
The other basket is So,
Oh.
I guess this basket of
Didn't mean to
lavender
do that
melons
one.
is our way of saying, there'll always be a place for you here.
Maybe just give Boss the melons and don't mention that part.
Sure. Well, my work is done here, anyway. Now that I've delivered the lavender melons and said hello to the Traveler, I should probably get going.
Aren't you gonna stay for the event?
Don't worry, I'll definitely be back for the big party.
Eesh, being a detective sounds busy. I got you running around all over the place. Oh, wait, Rito! Do you happen to know anything about a mystery Ninken that appeared during the war? Apparently a lot of people in Rito were talking about it.
Ah, the dog, yes? That was the inspiration behind this music festival, wasn't it? Shinobu told me all about it.
Oh, never mind. PAIMON just thought a detective might have the inside scoop.
I'm only speculating here, but from experience, I'd say it's probably just a local legend. What's wrong? From the look on your face, you've got a vested interest in this situation. Interesting. Well, since I'm going to Rito anyway, I can always ask around and see where it leads. Don't be silly. If this matters to you, that's a good sign that it'll turn out to be something that interests me too. Stay tuned for more info.
Seems like Doshin Shikanoin's quite the lone wolf.
Oh wait, so
Well,
oh,
I
she
better
was
get back to
referring to
delivering
him
these
then.
invitations.
Huh.
Gotta make sure the big party's a success.
In that case, guess it's time for us to get to work too. Wonder how that checklist is coming along.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Here's that list for you. If you can work your way through all this, we'll be back on track.
Great! Perfect timing, Mr. Dvorak. We'll get on it right way!
Thank you. I'm very grateful for your help. If you feel like flexing your musical muscles to take a break at any point, just come and find me in the jam zone.
Forgot they do a little animation like that normally. I just realised that to get the next story, I have to actually do some of that stuff. So what I might do is cut to the dialogue and then show this part afterwards.
Thank you both so much. At last, everything on the list is done. I'm afraid I still have some final preparations to make, but I'll see you tomorrow. Then the party can begin.
Oh, compadres, you're here! Hey, serious props to you both. This place looks amazing! Even better than I'd imagined!
Everything looks perfect. We're ready for business.
Guys, why so serious? That ain't rock and roll, man!
Oh my god,
Hey,
Paimon.
look at that! My favorite Melon's a fast learner! Also, I hear you're gonna be taking the stage tonight. Whoa, itching for a little competition, huh?
Paimon was just joking! Seriously, Dvorak? Unbelievable!
Getting cold feet? Nah, don't blame ya. I am the reigning champion of the great sing-along after all.
The great sing-along? What is that?
What? Paimon is too rock and roll! Paimon was just being humble!
Then bring it on.
Oh, Paimon's bringing it all right! Paimon's bringing it all the way home!
We hit a complete dead end. Goro said he didn't know anything. Mamoru and the guys asked around the city, but no luck there either. What if it really is in Tenshukaku? Is that why we can't find it?
Oh, no, don't go poking around Tenshukaku again! You'll give Kujo-Sara a migraine!
Wait, there's
Couldn't
migraines
agree
into that?
more. If I bother her too much, I'll end up getting struck by lightning. So that's why this time, I kept my distance and just threw some paper notes towards Tenshukaku. Hopefully the Raiden Shogun sees them and hands the dog over.
Wait, what? You're still taking a big risk there!
It looks like Doshin Shikanoin was right. It's probably just a local legend after all.
Well, let's hope not, because that would really suck. Wish I had more time to... Now don't forget, there's lyrics and
Tipping to
music
skip.
scores in the jam zone, so no wussing out tonight.
Don't get too cocky, bullchucker.
Game on, Mini Melon!
Oh, Paimon better get some practice in at the jam zone soon. No way is Paimon gonna lose to Itto!
Oh, by the way, we invited a ton of people this time, including some people you know.
Cool, yeah, let's go see them!
Hey, there you are. I sent you some letters a few days ago. Have they shown up yet?
Ooh, does this mean you figured it out?
I've made some progress, but I'm still missing the final piece of the puzzle. I don't have anything conclusive yet, but I have a hunch that it involved both the Yashiro Commission and Sangonomiya.
What? You mean like in cahoots? During the war?
Shh. Like I said, it's just a hunch. Anyway, I've written to the
I
station,
just realised that's
and they
Sai
shouldn't
right
take
there,
too
isn't it?
long to get back to me. Yuriki Owada should be able to help find what I need. In the meantime, you'll just have to be patient. I would have gone back to the station to look into it myself, but I knew Itto was performing tonight, and I didn't want to miss it. Oh, wow! Sounds like I'm in for a real treat. Will the Traveler's long-serving voice finally graduate from speech to song in a triumphant victory over the Oni rocker of Hanamizaka?
I just realised, yeah, Paimon is basically Traveler's voice.
I'll be awaiting with bated breath.
Cut it out, both of you! No more stupid nicknames! This Miss Hina looks very
Oh
familiar.
no.
Even the outfit.
Does Kokomi not realise?
I was thinking the same thing, Your Excellency, but I just can't put my finger on it.
She really is the spitting image.
Of who?
Goro! Kokomi! Hey!
Oh, hello, you two. It's been a while.
I'm so happy to see you again. I was just asking Shinobu if she knew where you were.
This is a nice surprise. Paimon didn't expect to run into you two at an Arataki Gang music festival.
Oh, I barely did anything. A reader for my That's Life column was asking for advice about it, so I figured I'd help out. Her Excellency was also very supportive of the whole thing.
An international rock and roll music festival sounded like a good way to attract tourists.
Yeah, apparently it has something to do with a dog that was a war hero?
Oh, you know, bits and pieces. Nothing concrete.
Yeah.
Those sounded suspiciously like prepared answers.
Probably because we've answered that question before.
Yes, of course. Actually, I was hoping to ask for your opinion on something. Does Miss Hina look familiar to you at all? I have this
Alright,
strange
man.
feeling like I've seen her somewhere before.
Oh!
Maybe it's just me.
She probably just looks similar to someone you know. Like how the Traveler looks similar to her brother.
Yeah,
There's
they're
no mystery
twins.
here, don't overthink it.
Ah, I see. That does make sense.
Traveler, let's get out of here.
Oh, you're a real trooper, Yoimiya. This must be one of the furthest places you've ever delivered to.
I promised Itto that I'd supply fireworks for his festival.
Hey, Toma, Yoimiya.
Traveler, Paimon! Cool, you're here too!
Well, looks like I owe the Arataki gang a huge thank you. If they weren't putting on this event, who knows when I would have gotten to see you next.
You hear that? In case it was too subtle for you, Toma's complaining that you guys never make time to come and visit your old pals.
That's true. Obviously, traveling's very important to you, but you gotta take a break every once in a while.
Of course! Oh, I heard this really cool thing I gotta share with you guys! So, Itto says that the theme of his music festival comes from a story about a dog that saved animals in the war zone. What do you know about this dog, Toma? Everyone knows how well connected you are.
For once, not much, I'm afraid. But assuming this really happened, I feel like Watatsumi Island would have had to be involved. This is a dog who managed to sneak in and out of a war zone, repeatedly, without leaving a trail for anyone to follow. As far as I know, the Shogun's army doesn't do that kind of thing.
So you're saying it was the Sangonomiya troops? They had a specially trained dog for rescuing critters from the battlefield?
Sounds kind of far-fetched if you ask me. Do we really think Sangonomiya's forces had enough manpower to fight a full-scale war and run a canine wildlife rescue operation on the side?
Okay, well if it wasn't Sangonomiya's side, it must have been the Shogunate.
Right. So, in my view, it's more likely that Mr. Dvorak simply made the story up as something to capture people's imaginations. I mean, he's an artist, right? Isn't rock music about expressing things we don't fully understand?
Kinda like fireworks in a way. Don't question it, just feel it.
Yeah, that sort of makes sense.
I'll take it. And on that note, boy, do I have an art show for you tonight.
Hey, Mr. Dvorak, you're still here.
Sure am. I've been checking over the equipment, scores, and lyric sheets to make sure everything's ready for tonight. Shinobu was telling me how popular light novels are here in Inazuma, so I've tweaked the melody and lyrics for a more Arataki gang feel with a light novel twist.
Light novels plus rock music, so... light rock!
I actually didn't change too much. Just took out the dog and made it about Onikabuto instead. This event couldn't have happened without him.
What? You got rid of the dog? But wasn't that the whole inspiration behind the festival?
Yes, but that's all it was, the initial inspiration. Doesn't matter if we change it to an Onikabuto, or you, or me, or anything else. It's the spirit.
Spirit? What do you mean?
The spirit of rock and roll?
Okay, should have seen that coming.
It's all about the music, my friends. Just enjoy the music. That's all that matters.
Fair enough. Alright, well, speaking of enjoying music, is it alright if Paimon goes first? Paimon's gotta get practicing or Bullchucker's gonna hog the spotlight tonight.
By all means, be my guest. I knew you'd come around to the idea of going on stage.
I honestly
Here's
wonder
the music score and
how the
lyrics.
PAIMON's
I
gonna
can't
perform.
wait to see this.
Let's see now. What's this song called? I got reincarnated as an Oni Kabuto and flipped the world upside down? What sort of song title is that? Is this supposed to be rock and roll?
Soft rock, actually.
No peeking! You can hear them tonight when Paimon sings a song.
Oh,
Paimon's gonna
God.
rock so hard, Bullchucker won't know what hit him.
Alright, here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight is a night to celebrate, and I trust you're all having a wonderful time. It's been a non-stop rock and roll ride this evening, and we're almost at the end. But first, it is my huge honor to invite two very special guests to the stage. The illustrious Mr. Arataki Itto and Miss PAIMON. The two of them will be performing
Oh
a
dear, I
brand new
think she's
song
getting
written
nervous.
specially for tonight's event. It's called I Got Reincarnated as an Oni Kabuto and Flipped the World Upside Down.
What on earth is that
Take it
title?
away.
Oh, it's like a duet. Oh, okay.
Raven took an arrow to the heart, and the Bakedanuki shapeshifted into dark.
I weasel thief hereby bequeath all my mora. 200 goes to my pa.
300 to dear mama. Poor little General Crab, only your shell remains.
Unagi goodbye. Now rest in peace. Please don't cry.
'Cause we'll get reborn as a beetle next time.
Oni Kabuto, raise your heart.
Here's to a world beyond the storm of rosy skies.
What? I was not expecting it to go like that.
So that's rock music, huh? It's a little different than I imagined.
Really? It's different from what I'd heard before. Could be a relatively new genre of rock, I suppose.
So, how'd you like my performance? Did I dominate this little melon here or what?
Okay, Bullchucker, you got owned and you know it.
Oh, stop it, you two. I think both of you are sensational.
Here, here. Really mind-blowing stuff, guys.
I call it a draw.
You think? Okay, well, what about you, my compadre? Who do you think is the most rock and roll?
Oh dear. Completely dodged the question.
Hey, don't try to change the subject.
Let's not argue anymore, shall we? Itto and PAIMON, you both gave incredibly moving performances. I owe you all an enormous debt of gratitude. Without your help, this music festival never would have happened.
Haha, don't mention it, Jack Attack. Hey, if we hadn't met, I wouldn't even know what the spirit of rock and roll means.
The spirit of rock and roll? So, what does it mean?
It means you rock up, rock out, roll the dice, and roll with the punches. Just like me and PAIMON.
Yeah, that's obviously not what it means. Mr. Dvorak, could you please give us the official definition? Someone needs to take this guy down a peg.
An official definition? I don't know that one exists. It's an emotional experience, as though you're hearing your own story speak to you through the music.
Funny you should say that. I was just thinking that the spirit of rock and roll is, well, like the Oni Kabuto in the song. Having the courage to grab life by the horns and survive against all the odds. Guess I have a better sense of rock and roll than I thought.
What about you, Yoimiya?
Oh, well, I thought it was gonna be all about that dog, but then the song didn't even mention it, so, was that supposed to be symbolic? Like, if the dog didn't exist, maybe the injured animals didn't either. If there was no injured animals, then that means there was no war, which means the world is at peace.
What?
Oh, so for Yoimiya, the rock and roll spirit is all about world peace.
I don't really understand, like, what's the word, like, logic?
Me? I hadn't given it all that much thought. I was mostly worrying about whether those paper notes Boss threw into Tenshukaku are going to get him in trouble with the Tenryo Commission.
That must mean that for Shinobu, the rock and roll spirit is about keeping the Arataki gang safe.
Shinobu, seriously, you've got nothing to worry about.
Paimon agrees that you don't need to worry. Otherwise, Heizo definitely would have arrested Itto by now. Wait, where is that guy anyway? And where did Kokumi and Goro go?
Oh, Doshin Shikanoin had to run back to the station, so he didn't get the chance to say goodbye to you guys. As for the other two, they couldn't stick around because they had a government meeting to get to.
The fact that these busy people all made time to attend the party is telling. Itto, what can I say? It's truly been an honor to work with you.
Well, Jack Attack, I can't take all the credit. Let's not forget the traveler's part in all this. A lot of people only showed up because they knew she'd be here. If we do this again, we gotta make sure to find a way to get her on stage. How's that sound, compadre? Get that rock and roll spirit ready, because next time it'll be your turn to rock our collective socks off.
Your Excellency, I believe the Tenryo Commission detective is...
Don't worry about it, Goro. The Puppy Union was a joint venture between us and the Yashiro Commission. If we can maintain secrecy, then all the better for it. We saved some lives, and that's what matters.
I was more worried about the potential impact on your reputation, Your Excellency. After all, some of the lives we've saved belong to the Shogunate. If someone with an agenda finds out, it could cause an uproar.
Don't worry. There might be a way to make it work out in our favor.
Really? How?
Times have changed. We and Narukami Island are supposed to be working together now. So it's not necessarily a bad thing if people discover that we were already cooperating with the Yashiro Commission even during the war.
I see.
Goro, if you want my opinion, you should be more concerned about Miss Hina than you are about this.
Miss Hina? What makes you say that?
I hear she works for That's Life magazine as well. She's young, popular, pretty, and she seems to be just as good at offering comfort to people in need as you are. So, it looks like you have some competition.
He's competing against himself here.
Understood, Your Excellency. I will work hard to stay ahead of the competition.
Oh. Didn't realize they were there the whole time.
I learned something new today. I never knew that the Hydro Nation's rock music had the power to stir up lightning.
Miko, a few days ago, some strange paper notes flew into Tenshukaku,
Oh,
demanding
no.
that I hand over the dog. So
Me
I
too,
am here
man.
to see what on earth it was all about.
I just assumed you must have gotten yourself a pet puppy.
As it happens, I also received an invitation letter via Sara. I've never heard the name Arataki before.
Oh
but they
my
must be one
god,
of my
she never knew.
subjects, and so I thought,
That's actually
why not
hilarious.
grant them their wish?
Ah, so you came
Oh my
here to make
God.
a little Oni's wish come true, hmm? So tell me, how do you plan to respond to the Fontanian musician? It sounded to me like his music was commenting on the war.
The war. I'm not sure we can give him the answer he would hope for. But if nothing else, I know that we must avoid another war at all costs. The people cannot be made to suffer like that again.
But what if the bigger war comes to pass? What then?
If it cannot be avoided, then I will have no choice but to fight.
Well, if that day comes, I'm sure that everyone here tonight will fight by your side.
Looks like that's it. Although it did just say to be continued at the bottom there, so maybe we're going to get a continuation of it. That was a really fun event. I did have the suspicion that Kokomi and Goro were they kind of did know about what was going on with the dog. Yeah, to be honest, the most surprising part is the fact that Raiden Shogun and Yai Miko actually made an appearance. I thought it was just going to be a joke the whole time that none of them were going to appear because they just didn't know Itto. Also, one thing I was wondering about... Oh, here we go. So, unless I'm mistaken, it's another name he has. Either to do with the job, or that he actually has a third name. That makes more sense. I really like that event. Of course, any event with Itto in it has got to be funny. I don't think there's ever been, like, you know, a non-comedic event or quest or anything like that with him. I certainly preferred it to some of the other events we've had recently. Yeah, I think that's about it. Right, I think I might just start with this part first, because it's not as interesting.
Stabilize!
Oh wait, I just realised I think it means I have to defeat different types. Oh, I see. Is this a different type?
Shine
Oh,
down!
it looks like it.
Strike up. Commit it to memory. This may turn a little.
Oh, nice.
Solidify!
Shower me. Commit it to memory.
Oh, there we go. Right, next up we have Primal Constructs. Right, here we go. Here's Primal Construct.
Illusion shattered!
Yoo-hoo! This may turn a little. Grow.
Wait, isn't there only one type of Primal Construct now?
Everyone hold hands.
Oh, okay, that did it. Oh, here we go. Here's Clockwork Mecha. Well, I think so, anyway.
Stabilize!
Shower me. Commit it to memory. I see everything.
Gather!
Shine down!
Strike a pop.
Right, I have to now photograph different animals. Oh, I messed up. Wait, you can feed it? Oh. Right, next we have... Oh yeah, I did notice I was actually already progressing this one with Nahida. Yeah, I had to look this one up because I had no idea. For some reason it took me ages to find a third one. Finally, Star Conches. Oh yeah, here we go. Oh, there we go.
Everyone hold hands.
Right, next up I'm gonna do this one. Just because the first one is one that's already been in events before, but I think this is a new one. So it'll probably be a bit more interesting. Oh, wait. Oh, are we just inviting people? Oh, okay. Maybe there's not really anything to this one. Oh, wait. Oh, no. Oh, interesting. Okay. Believe I've got it. Right, nice. Yeah, this actually seems like quite a nice event. You actually have to work out what notes have to be played. Although it's not really too difficult because you're able to play the bar over and over and you can just play the notes to hear what they sound like. So yeah, it's the same note but different clefs. I only just realised that. So I'm guessing it's like an octave apart or something. Yeah, wait, this is actually quite easy then. Oh right, Yomiko. Oh wait, that was just for Inazuma. You have to go to 2 other nations. Alright. I just noticed the instrument's a tuba. I think that's a tuba. So if I got that wrong. Don't know why, but I think the notes being shown are kind of out of sync with the music almost. It's kind of annoying to see. I keep on thinking trebles over to the right for some reason. Right, yeah, Mondstadt next. Oh, I forgot about this girl. For some reason, she had the daily quest over in Dragonspine or something. From what I remember. That was quick. For some reason, this is confusing me. But yeah, that is right. What am I doing? Wonder how she even knows a piece of music from Sumeru. Oh, it's someone who went round before. Ah! For those who don't know, these two characters have the same voice actor. For English, anyway. Sounds like the wrong instrument now. Sounds like a flute or something. Oh, sorry, I skip without thinking now. Right, and that is everything for that part. So finally we have this. I've probably cut what I just did, but basically, for some reason I just kept on thinking that S was there, D was there, and then F would be that one, if that makes sense. Well, let's try that again. Hell? Okay, yeah, I think I did before. Oh yeah, that's much nicer for me. Oh my god, I'm messing that one up now? I'm somehow doing worse than I did last time. Oh my... God. To be fair, I'm not used to playing this kind of thing. Yeah, I guess I'll work down. Oh, it's a demo music. Alright. Oh, it's like, yeah, her thing. I don't know how to describe it really, like her symbol, you know? god. I probably look really bad to some of you people watching this. Don't know why as well, but it feels like it's slightly, like, off the beat or something. I don't know how to really explain it. Right. Ah, Zhongli. Seem to actually be doing well for this one. Oh. Alright, there we go. Just realised I don't even look at how many of these there actually are. Right, I just had a think, and for these last four, oh no, last three, sorry, I'm going to do them after I do the last part of the dialogue. So for all of you, nothing would have really changed, it would just be a cut to me doing this one. But for me, I'm going to then do the dialogue, just so I have a bit of break from doing all of these. Right, so I'm back from the dialogue and everything. Just watch PAIMON and Itto just, you know, do their performance. So yeah, now we've got, what's it, Novelet, Farina and Risley. Oh my god. Alright, there we go. To be honest, this one is actually quite easy. Oh, okay. Of course, it's when I say easy. Yeah, for some reason I kept on doing these two outer ones to do these two for some reason. Yeah, I messed up a bunch there. Alright. And that is it.